Was I worried about getting sacked? No, there's always a lot of rumours and innuendo and speculation around, especially when you guys are here. You got column inches to fill. But, I knew my job was safe. I've never been sacked on YouTube. And there was at no point was I worried that it was going to start here. So, just carry on as normal. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Forza Ferrari. It's the Dutch Grand Prix. We're after the summer break. It was never in any doubt, was it, that we were going to be back? And, well, we've done enough to get ourselves to the end of the season and hopefully even beyond that. So, we've been in fantastic form. We really have. We've left Alpine behind. It wasn't that long ago that we were behind them in the championship. We are within 100 points of Aston Martin, and I think between now and the end of the season, that is our goal, that we've got to run down Aston Martin for third. And I think we might be able to do it. Giovinazzi and Mick are fairly even in the championship. If we're looking at goals for them between now and the end, I think we've got, 9 races to go. We've got to be getting Stroll and potentially, maybe Hamilton or Alonso if the Aston Martin is starting to fade away a little bit. Now, there is some updates coming onto the car, so let's go and have a look at this. We'll just go to car 1 now. The 2, I can remember, always forget what it is. It's side pods and it's underfloor. So let's have a look here. We've got 3 of the new side pods, so 1 each, and then hopefully if we have a crash, then we'll get that. But we can see this is going to move us up the grid a little bit, so that's good news. The other thing that we've got is the underfloor, and again, we've got 2 of these, I think. There should be another one that will be ready shortly, and again, it's going to move us up the field. So, yeah, we'll see what we get. Hopefully, it's going to be good, and there's an argument to say, do we just put one of the new underfloors on? But let's an underfloor is so easily damaged too, isn't it, if they go off track? Alright, I think Mick's been in better form lately, so, although Gio arguably saved my job, so we will just put the 1 on, I think, and we'll split our differences on that one. But, yeah, that is that. Now, not too much else to catch you up on. If we go and have a look at facilities, we have got a few things on the run. Wind tunnel condition is down. We'll need to try and refurbish that, but we'll wait, I think, and see. We'll wait a little bit on that one. But yeah, staff facilities. Which one was it? So it was the race simulator. That's been upgraded, so that's now level 4. And I don't think hospitality needs. How much is it? Let's wait to upgrade that as well. Let's give it a refurbish for 200 grand. That's not really much, is it, in Formula 1 talk? So, yeah, that is all of that. Now, race, let's have a look here. We are expecting, there was rain there. So, rain potentially for qualifying. We know that that's not always worked out for us, has it? Red is Sector 1, blue is Sector 2, yellow is Sector 3. When we get to qualifying, it's a little bit like a roller coaster, this one. Lots of fast and medium speed corners, which might actually do us okay, because we've seen we do okay in those sorts of tracks. Pit stops, 19 seconds for a regular one, 15 under a safety car. Expected strategies, it looks like it's a pretty slam dunk 2-stop, whether you do medium soft soft or soft medium soft. It's not going to make a huge amount of difference into how we go about free practice and whatnot. Yeah, the hard tyre is just a little bit too slow, isn't it? And the degradation rate is not huge on any particular tyre. Last year here, it was a Fernando Alonso win. I'd be surprised if that's the case this time. Aston Martin seem to have been falling away a little bit, but now we're back from the winter break, summer break, I should say. It could be that cars will have moved forward. We won't be the only ones, I'd say, that have put a little bit into into the car. Now we have moved our focus onto next year's car for now. I should probably show you. We're doing a little bit of research now. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done it this way, because I've got, you can see here, we've got a rear wing design. That'll be the last thing we bring onto this year's car. That's the plan anyway. And then we've got research done with one engineer, but I've done it without using any of the R&D time. Now, what I probably should have done, because it costs the same anyway, is actually save it and use it, get more bang for our buck, I guess. But we've still got, if we haven't updated you on the finances for a little bit, but we do still have quite a bit in the cost cap to go. So we're projected to have 23 million at the end of the season right now. We are probably going to have to take some engine penalties, so we've got a little bit of wiggle room, but we'll just want to be very careful here that we don't actually go and overspend again like we did last season. So that's all of that. Let's head off to the Dutch Grand Prix and see how we go. So there we go, confirmation of the weather, light rain for free practice, moderate rain potentially for qualifying, and then a dry race. So it's that worries me with upgrades on the cars. Just don't crash, boys, please. Alright, so free practice is done. Let's have a quick look how we did. FP1, now again, just remember the engines are absolutely shot. So on hard tyres, 18th and 19th, not great, but that's fine. FP2, again, we were down here in 15th and 16th. FP3, all sessions were affected by rain, but FP3 we got out early on soft tyres and, yeah, before the rain, so we were 7th and 8th. So that, well, we don't know. We don't know exactly where we stand, but when we put the new engine parts in, we will surely see, I mean, look at this, 4% engine. We will surely see a bit of an improvement, a massive improvement. This is where Giovinazzi's penalty is going to come at some point. We'll try and hold off. I mean, he usually qualifies badly in the rain, so maybe this will be the one he does it anyway. But Q1 shouldn't be a problem. I say that, it's supposed to rain, so anything could be a problem for us. Alright, so we are expecting rain early on here, so everybody is out bright and early. Let's hope we've done good enough here. So Giovinazzi has gone... Oh,
all the tyres and we will box.
Alright, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Mick is actually in a little bit of trouble here. He's dropping down, but there's only 3 cars to go. So as long as this rain shows up when it should, we are going to get both of our boys into Q2 here without too much of a problem. There's the rain, so that's the session. So there was actually another run right at the end, but the track was dry, but obviously the rubber had been washed off and whatnot. So 6th and 10th is where we got through. No major casualties, so that's fine. Let's go to Q2. Alright, so we have a wet track. So we're doing what I usually do, where we go out nice and early, 3 time laps, hopefully get the best of the track conditions, and then we'll come in, put on a set of tyres, go for 1 lap, and then see where that gets us. So they're both very, very close together. We'll get an idea now when other cars get involved, roughly where we're standing. Oh, we're slow again, aren't we? The track is drying. Let's refuel and get back out there just for 1 lap. And I'm really not good at doing these wet qualifying sessions, am I? Go, go. Hopefully we get a bit of cleared track. It looks like we have. And we are in massive trouble here. Let's have a look at some sector times. Green, green. Oh, the track's gone dry. Alright, we need to abort this, I think. Or do we finish this lap? He's gone purple. Do we have time to go in and put on a set of soft tyres is the big question. But we've got to call them in. Because a soft tyre lap is going to be faster than an intermediate tyre lap, no matter how you cut it. So, we've got to call... I hate wet qualifying. I'm so bad at it. Alright, let's hope we should have time. We've got plenty of time. This shouldn't be a problem. Tyres, soft tyres. Let's go. And then Mick will come in. We've still got plenty of time. We maybe could have risked it and managed to get out anyway. But I think what we probably want to do now is wait as long as possible so we get the best track conditions. There's no rain predicted to show up. So let's go now. We should have plenty of time, I think, to get around. Although if we're getting out of the way of cars on quick laps, so I don't know that we are. I think everybody is on slow down laps, aren't they? Here we go. Let's jump on board with Mr. Who are we on board with here? Mr. Giovinazzi. We are last and second last right now. Let's hope that I've done the right thing here. Green first sector for Giovinazzi. Green first sector for Mick. We've got a car coming up here. It looks like a Williams. So let's hope they get out of the way. They do. We've got some traffic into the final chicane. We've gone green again with Giovinazzi. Have we gone green with Mick? We have. Is it going to be enough? Is this going to get a nice little toe down the straight here as well? It looks like Giovinazzi.
Taking the back.
Oh, he's fifth. No, he's not. He's sixth. Gio, you're giving me a heart attack there, mate. Mick crosses the line and is seventh. So we've got through. Well done, boys. Well done, me as well. It was not easy calling in Giovinazzi when he had a purple sector, but we've done the right thing. On to Q3 we go. Alright, now again, we've got rain predicted, so we've gone straight out. We've gone straight out on a new set of tyres. Now, Mick is doing a very good job there of holding up Verstappen. So that might work out in our favour. Giovinazzi goes second.
That's put you P2.
Mick's coming across the line. Mick is still... Verstappen goes fastest. Now, if the rain can show up anytime soon, that might be a good thing for us.
Currently P4.
Yeah, I suspect that might be that.
It was a better lap.
As here is the rain. It looks quite damp. And if it's 4th and 5th on the grid, I'm okay with that, to be honest. I don't know why you bother going out now, guys. It's almost... It's not even inters anymore. It's bordering on wets. So that's going to be the grid. 4th and 5th is where we'll start. Could be better, could be worse, but we'll take it. The Aston Martin in front, we're going to need to try and beat them, aren't we? Stroll is just behind, so maybe that Aston Martin has upgraded their car a little bit here. Now, of course, we're not expecting any rain for the race, so the soft, medium, soft is predicted to be the better strategy. I mean, it makes a lot of sense in a way. So, yeah, now, how are we for tyres here? We've got one set of mediums, 2 new sets of softs. Yeah, so that's going to be the way we have to do this. And I dare say it'll be the same for both cars, if I'm honest. So, yeah, we'll try and... I mean, there's not much room there for pushing, is there? But the hard tyre was a little bit rubbish. And do we, with Mick, go a little bit different? I think we're in a good enough position that we probably want to try and stay where we are rather than go backwards. But we'll see. Safety cars, of course, could change things as well, couldn't they? All right, and here we go. Decent starting positions. It's probably the best we've had in a while, except for both cars. We've had a couple of races now where we've had one car up there, but I can't remember that many times when we've had both cars sort of up in the first 4 and 5. So, yellow flag. It's none of our cars.
Big accident, yeah.
If you could just not hit each other, that'd be great.
Debris hit in this section.
I don't care who the crash was. We know what happened, don't we? People have collided into the first corner, and we'll see if anybody comes into the pits. Now, we are pushing the tyres a little bit early on here. As much as anything, just trying to hold position. It's a time penalty for Charles Leclerc. So we'll back off the tyres a little bit now. And, yeah, we'll still use our ERS. We want to try and stay and hopefully pass Alonso if we can. As we've got George Russell out in front. Now, where's Hamilton? Hamilton's down in 13th, and he must have got caught out by the rain in that second qualifying session. Now, we'll jump on board with Mick here. Let's see if he can go and put a move on Fernando. He doesn't look like he's got the pace to hang on to the 2 up front. And then I guess time will tell if we have the pace to catch them. But DRS, will be active momentarily. And now what tyres is everybody on? So he's on a hard, so no wonder he's dropping away. So he's looking at a 1 stop, and looks like so is Ricciardo. So that makes life a little bit more interesting, wasn't it? A couple of medium tyre runners there as well, so I wonder if they're looking at a 1 stop, if you start on a medium. Because the AI strategy was soft, it was soft, medium, or soft, medium, soft, wasn't it? If you started on a medium, that was the 1 stop. That doesn't mean they couldn't have changed things around for sure, but yeah, that's interesting. Now, what we're going to try and do here is we're going to try and deploy with a bit of DRS as well and make sure we're putting Alonso away. There we go. Job done. Soft tyres versus hard. That's never really going to work out against us, is it? And now we're going to try and do a similar thing with Giovinazzi and make sure that he is he's getting a move done and pulling away then as well. Now, Alonso is hanging on to the back of Mick here, which is slightly concerning. We know we don't have much leeway in terms of pushing the tyres. So, yeah. I wonder if Fernando... What we could do here, of course, is take him into an uncomfortable place on his tyres so that he ends up cooking his hards. But going down the outside, can Mick hold him off? He's done well there. What we might actually be worthwhile doing is rarely defend, and that might make us actually go a little bit quicker. We should have more pace. But anyway, I'll keep you updated on this. It's a bit of a... Go on, Mick. He's pulling away now, I think, isn't he? All right, now Alonso and Mick have been battling. I think Alonso may have done a little bit too much. He's put himself out of sync. He's outside the DRS zone. And the previous lap, he overtook Mick into turn 1. They spent the rest of the lap battling almost side by side. And yeah, that's cost him. So we are now 3rd and 4th. And hopefully we'll pull away and break the DRS now back to the Aston Martins. Alright, now we've run into a little bit of a problem here whereby the cars are very close together on track and, well, we can't both stop at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I think Mick is the faster car, so we're going to sort of artificially, in a way, move him past. He's going to push his tyres just that little bit more, hopefully drag Giovinazzi with him while he's charging his battery and saving a bit of petrol. That's hopefully going to be down to the DRS, dragging him along. And, yeah, and then Giovinazzi can stop the lap after Mick does. So, yeah, well, we'll see if this is working out. The front two are gone. They are faster than us at this stage, which is disappointing given that we're on the soft tyre as Stroll comes into the pits. We're inside the pit window. But other cars have not been as kind on their tyres. You can see Russell out front as well. A lot of the cars that started on soft are much worse off than what we are on our tyres. So that can only benefit us down the line as well, can't it? And maybe that's the benefit that we get for saving 2 sets of soft tyres in qualifying, and you know, whereas others might have just saved the one. So, yeah, let's hope that little benefit works out for us down the line. But yeah, 3rd and 4th, and looking okay for a podium, if not a win. We've got Perez behind us though, so that could be trouble. So Perez is quite fast, as it turns out, as he has overtaken both of our cars in 2 DRS zones in a row. So maybe we're not looking so good for a podium. Alright, so we're getting ready for our pit stop. It's just basically a lap later, lap 22 now. And Mick is getting ready to come in. Giovinazzi will continue on. He got past Mick down the front straight with a bit of DRS help. And the pit stop is fine. Not great, but it's fine. Fastest lap for George Russell on those soft tyres of his that he put on. He was going to undercut us. 10th foul. 8th fastest stop. Could we be on for a pit stop point? I don't think we haven't got one of those since the first race of the series. Not the season, not this season, but Bahrain last season. But here we go now with Giovinazzi. He's essentially cooked his tyres, and let's see. He's caught Perez not too badly there, so it's been a good in-lap from him. Let's see if we can get the outlap now as well, the pit stop in the outlap. Come on, boys. Give us a good one. Give us a good one. Give us a good one. 2.8! Maybe we will get a pit stop point. They're just getting warmed up. Where's that stick us in the standings for the day? As Giovinazzi, 10th, comes out, unfortunately for us, not in a great spot. He's in a train of cars here. And he's got Ricciardo, Stroll and Magnussen. Now Stroll, he has stopped, I think, hasn't he, Stroll? He's gone to a medium. So we've been undercut by a few runners here, but that is going to come back to us, obviously, as the race goes on, because they're going to pay the price for those tyres a little further down the line. So, yeah, let's see how this develops. It's only not even a quarter of the way through, a third of the way through the race as we get past Denny Rick with a little bit of ERS assistance. Oh, so this is interesting. Giovinazzi has overcut Sergio Perez. So that, I mean, I don't expect he'll stay behind us for long. But the undercut is certainly powerful here, that is for sure. Now we've got a Hamilton train up ahead of us here, and we're taking chunks out of him every lap. Verstappen is quite a bit slower here as well. So this is going to be a very interesting race. Anyone that's one-stopping, I think, is going to find themselves disappointed at the end, because a 19-second loss for a pit stop, and I think you're going to make that up quite comfortably on a new set of tyres. Perez is just so fast. Perez could win this, you know. Alright, so everybody just about now has made their first stop. Now Verstappen has come back out on a set of soft tyres, so he is going to do, looks like medium, soft, soft. We can see lap times are falling here. Stroll is the car directly in front of us. I've just got lost us on the track here. So if we're looking at this, I think Russell is going to struggle a little bit. Perez is taking a lot of life out of his... he's fast, but he's taking a lot of life out of his tyres. We might still be okay for a podium here, but we're going to have to preserve our tyres a little bit. But we're catching Lance Stroll, and if we can get that move done fairly quickly, then life will be considerably better for us. I wonder if we could get it this lap. I think maybe with deploy we could have, but we'll bide our time. But yeah, this is it's between us and Russell, I think, for third. We'll see who gets it. Alright, so there is a little bit going on right now. Russell has made his second stop. He has got ahead of Mick. Now, Lance Stroll is just being a bit of an annoying Canadian right now. He keeps getting back past us on the DRS. So, we're going to try and make the move once and for all and make it stick. But yeah, Russell is... What sort of tyres did Russell come out on? So he's on a medium, presumably going to the end. Mick is on older mediums at this point, obviously. And he's got Alonso behind him. Now, Alonso's on a soft, but will be stopping again. The only car I'd say that's stopped now, Perez and Russell will be going to the end. Everybody else will need to stop at least one more time. And, yeah, so we'll see where we sort of shake out once everybody's made their stops. But like I say, we'll have a soft tyre at the end, whereas some of these others that have already stopped, they won't. They'll be on a medium, of course. So, yeah, we'll see. We're still a little ways away. We're not inside our pit window even yet, so we're not quite yet where we need to be for a pit stop. But I'd really like to get Lance Stroll out of the way, if I'm honest. Let's try it down this straight. Come on. Come on, let's try it. If we deploy down the next one, then maybe and then deploy for the lap, then maybe we can... Oh, it's a crash.
Looks like quite a big accident.
Yeah. Is it a safety car?
Could be a lot of debris here.
A lot of debris. No safety car. Magnussen has crashed. And we get Stroll. We're going to keep deploying. We just need to get him out of the way. We can't be dragging him along. We've got to say goodbye to him. He's sticking in there again, though, isn't he? Oh, he's annoying as Lance. Come on, Gio. Pull away, mate. Pull away. Doesn't look like it's going to quite happen. Now, if we can catch this car in front and get DRS down the front straight, then maybe that'll help make sure he doesn't get back past us. He must be deploying his battery or something. Do we have DRS? He's not got us this lap. So hopefully we can use that and pull away. But pit stops aren't too far away now. Alright, we are coming in for our stop. Now Mick he's lost a little bit of time here. We're deploying. We're going to try and make up as much time as we can here. And we are the last cars to be stopping, I believe. Verstappen came in this lap as well. And what we're hoping to do here is obviously have that little bit fresher tyres at the end, and also just make sure that we were completely using up the tyre that we had. So we're going to have a little bit of extra, which is only a good thing. And you can see Giovinazzi is right behind Perez and Russell. Now, they were going to the end, weren't they? Yeah, on a medium. So we'll see. This needs to be a good stop. Somebody else is in the pits. That's Hulkenberg. He's a lap down. Good stop. Oh, it's a bad one. Well, that is going to really hurt Giovinazzi. He has come out ahead of Hamilton, but 4 seconds now behind Stroll. And, yeah, not what we needed. Alright, Lewis has put up a very, very good fight on Mick. And it may not still be done yet. Hopefully inside here it should be. Let's deploy, just make sure that we get him down this straight. We've had a very hard time getting past him, and it might have ruined Mick's chances of going any further up. To be fair to the other cars, they are putting in still pretty good lap times, but tyre life we can see here is not great for these cars. We're so much better off. We've been pushing the tyres a little bit more just because we are better off. We might as well use the rubber. There's no point keeping it at the end. So, yeah, I'm hopeful that Giovinazzi will catch Stroll. I'm less hopeful that he's going to catch Russell, although his tyres may be really, really hurting him at the end. So, 10 laps to go right now. We'll see how that shakes out. But Mick's just got to make sure he's keeping Lewis behind him here as well. It's only half a second, so I wonder if we deploy and try and break the DRS. We'll see if we can get away without doing it. Alright, so there are 4 laps to go. We're going to go with this to the end. We are making our run for the line. We're pushing the tyres more. Now, George Russell, we are 2 seconds a lap faster than him. Now, the gap it's probably not going to be able to be caught. But his tyres are only going to get worse. I mean, as are ours, to be fair. But we still have amongst the best tyres on the track. Certainly amongst the soft runners. So, yeah, let's see what we can do with it. 3 laps to go now. Let's see what lap times we do. So Russell's did a 14 again. Stroll a 12.8. We've done a 12.7. I don't think we're quite gonna. I almost feel like we're more chance of getting to George Russell than we are to Lance Stroll. Mick is in 6th. He's not a mile behind Giovinazzi. But we should outscore Aston Martin here if things stay as they are. But obviously we had a little bit higher hopes, I think, than just outscoring Aston Martin. You know, I kind of want to make sure we go and beat them. Then we've got 100 points to pull in. But if we don't do that, we don't do that. That's not the end of the world. But yeah, it looks as though with 2 laps to go, Russell and Perez are struggling. They really are struggling. We're only taking tenths out of Stroll though, so that's not going to quite be enough. Let's go full attack on both cars, and yeah, we'll just see if it can get us there. It's only a short lap, so who knows? Yeah, I mean, Stroll is going to get to Russell, you know. So that's a massive disappointment. We'll deploy because it's the last lap, so there's no point saving it. Is there an outside chance we could get fastest lap? I don't think so, if I'm honest, but it's no harm trying. Petrol, we're positive there. We're not quite positive with Giovinazzi. It might come to the point where we need to... oh, there we go, he's positive now. So, oh, he's done a green. We're going faster than we have done with Giovinazzi. I don't think, as I said, it's going to be fastest lap. It'd be very nice if we could nick it, but yeah, there's not enough life left in the tyres. So Verstappen wins the Verstappen Grand Prix. Perez is going to come home 2nd, and Stroll has got Russell for 3rd. And we will be 5th with Giovinazzi, and then 6th with Mick Schumacher. Decent, but nothing more than that, I'd say. So Mick down 2, Giovinazzi holds position. Was there much more we could have done there? You know, I don't know if there is, to be honest. Everybody did the same strategy. It was just how you work the tyres. And yeah, maybe soft, and then hanging on with the medium at the end was the way to go. But you live and learn, I suppose. But not a bad weekend by any means. A shame that Stroll had a good result. And we've lost 1 point to Aston Martin, and we've held even with Mercedes there. I wonder how the board's going to see that. So board confident, they're disappointed, yeah, because they want podiums, don't they? Which is fair enough, but we need to get back onto the podium, obviously, if we're going to keep our job come the end of the season now. But that's it for today. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time for Monza. That's a big one, isn't it? We can't be stuffing that one up. Until then, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.